What a wonderful experience it is to sit in the audience when a new and very bright and shining star bursts on the scene of enthusiastic effort. That doesn't happen that often. Tonight we were privileged to watch such a thing. And what an honour it is for me to give my brief analysis of two key aspects of what Wendy did this evening. Firstly, I want to look at her objective, what she was setting out to do, and then the strategy she built around achieving that objective. And then I want to look at her presentation skills, and I want you to think about this. This was this girl's icebreaker. Wow. What a strategy. Wendy began by acknowledging the title of the speech and going briefly back through the two objectives as outlined, and then did something I probably prefer she didn't do, where she told us that she hadn't done any preparation, which of course was a fib, because as soon as we started to see what was being done next, we knew that even if she hadn't written it down, her mind had prepared it very well indeed. And it was a beautiful strategy because she had a two-stage strategy of setting the stage with the stories about how lucky she is and how she always seems to get what she wants, and then gave a story, which I'll come to in a minute, which showed that she wasn't really lucky after all. And then she switched cleverly from the stage setting mode to the philosophical and reflective stage, where she looked at, oh, suddenly the luck has run out, things don't seem to be going so well, and she reflected on why that might be the case, until she came to that beautiful conclusion that we all shared with her when she said, however, by persevering and keeping on, I finally started to get some interviews, and I've now received a job. Why don't I think Wendy's lucky? Because you saw, here she was talking about wanting to do a double master's when people normally are only allowed to do a single. It was perfectly obvious to me that, as the old saying goes, the harder you work, the luckier you get. And it's Wendy's whole philosophy of hard work and perseverance and determination, not giving up, the very things I talked about just a moment ago, came through in those lovely, warm, human stories about her young life. What exquisite presentation skills Wendy showed this evening. The first thing that I noticed, as I noticed last week in her first table topic, was the timbre and depth and beauty of her voice. A lovely voice, spoken with excellent pace, very clearly, and every single word was enunciated. And please remember, this is her second language. Most English speakers I know would have difficulty expressing themselves that well in their first language. The eye contact. She engaged us with her eye contact, and with that lovely facial expression, the combination of the facial expression and the eye contact, she won us over. And then the gestures. She opened her hands like this, a warm, open-handed gesture that says, I'm opening my heart to you. So the body language was suggesting the same thing as her story. She was opening herself warmly to us. A lovely, warm, engaging personality shone through the speech. I've quite literally only one thing I'd like Wendy to do, and that's look at the occasional pushing of the glasses up the face. And it's funny because I remember doing the same thing when I started out speaking, and I remember wondering how to solve that. And the only way I was able to solve it was to buy these extremely light glasses with the very light frames and the pinchers at the side that stop the things sliding down my nose. So either get a different set of glasses that don't slide, or ignore them, let them slide around a little bit, because it's more distracting to do something about it with your hand in front of your face than just to ignore it. Let me conclude by saying this girl is one of those great talents we're incredibly fortunate to have. A very organised speaker, very warm, engaging personality with a whole range of skills. And this was only her icebreaker. This was fabulous. Thank you, Wendy.